Hello, my loves, and welcome to EQ with Jah. So, I want to make this message because I think as men, we grow up believing that men are supposed to act a certain way and believe certain things. And I've only seen how it's only hindered the growth of the masculine energy. I've only seen how it's hindered the growth of the biological male. I've only seen how it's hindered the growth of our species as a whole. Because if you have one whole that's constantly allowed to grow, yet falter, but keep growing in its failures, it's always going to flourish. If you take the other half and you just keep saying it's worthless, it's not allowed to move outside of the container which it's supposed to grow outside of. Remember, masculine energy, you are the roots of the seed that started in a hard shell that allowed the feminine to sit within the womb of that seed to grow and become who we are. I am so discouraged when I see, still to this day, grown as men who are really just grown little boys because they were never taught the emotional capacity to understand that who you are as an individual and how someone else represents themselves should not ever affect you emotionally, nor should it challenge your ego. Why would you be challenged by someone who's expressing themselves? Here's the thing that I've learned about these cultures of the world being gay. You know, there's a lot of men who they keep abusing trans women and hating them, but I don't really feel that you understand what you're doing. You're telling yourself that not only are you more insecure by hating someone and physically taking abuse out on them, you're telling yourself that you've never even allowed yourself to think past what you've been told to be. Thinking about beauty does not make you any other thing beyond a person. I don't care how you apply it. But what's happening now is there's a distortion in the masculine energy that thinks it's not allowed to think a man is attractive without it being sexual. How would you know that a beard or muscles or whatever we fetishize as men, how would you know that's attractive if other men didn't do it? You know what I mean? Like, stop playing that game that we don't compliment each other or we don't make compliments in our head. We like to hear compliments just as much as anyone else. But taking it out on the gay community, taking it out on a trans community, taking it out on anyone that you feel that you're superior to because possibly you can penetrate or pick them up or subdue them, that means that if anything, you're more of something that's meant to grow past your limitations. Because that means that your foundation and your roots have to be strong enough for whatever you're catering to grow. Remember, any energy that we put into other human beings, when we have spoiled children, when you have the distorted feminine believing that they deserve everything without doing anything, you know what I mean? The distorted feminine, they hate themselves just as much. They talk about other women, they talk about gay men, they talk about trans people. They don't love themselves anymore because they're stuck in a paradigm of the old patriarch, which is masculine energy that has not been able to explore itself. If you are untapped source, how would you ever know what your capabilities are? If you are only trusting that your limitation is, I can only grow this far because someone says that this is whatever, gay. I'm like, to me, gay is a term of endearment and power. Because at the end of the day, here's what I learned. No one's ever tried to fight me. Not because I can beat everybody up, but because I'm a 6'4" grown ass man who can talk back and be like, let me say, you ain't gonna disrespect me, bro. And then I've had dudes, the same dudes who are disrespecting somebody else, be like, oh shit, let me size this up. He can take me. We need to break this cycle of because you're smaller or I feel stronger that I can hurt you. Stop hurting things that don't deserve to be hurt. Stop hurting things because you're hurting. I know no one's ever taught you, baby, how to do anything with that energy, but I'm telling you today and right now that your ego cannot be your masculinity. I'm sorry. Let me repeat that. Your ego cannot be your masculinity. How you dress, how you talk, how you walk, how you act, that ain't the masculinity. The masculine energy is being supportive, having foundation, having a job, having some sense of intelligence, having some sense of emotional intelligence, having some sense of a well-being, knowing how to get up and do something without someone telling them. These are all action energies because that is the masculine energy. The masculine energy, once it is penetrated, it goes in and it does its job and starts working with the feminine energy to become real. If you let it stay dormant, think about a seed. If you lay a seed on a hard surface, is it ever going to grow? Right? If you don't let yourself see your beauty, your sensitivity, the graciousness of God that flows through you, because you're attaching it to some old school paradigm that colors and beauty is gay, or you can't be who you are, so you're going to keep taking it on a society that knows how to express themselves. Where are you leaving yourself, bro? You're leaving yourself stuck in a box. Like, here's the thing about men that's always confused me. You feel like you got all the power in the world, bro, but then you don't know how to show up and sit the fuck down and listen to yourself. But yet you want to go out into the world and tell everybody else what to do and tell them off and tell them how they're supposed to react and how they're supposed to respect you, but you don't even know what the fuck respect is. See, I'm getting hyped because I'm a grown-ass man that I always tell people, like, you're not going to disrespect anybody around me because I'm not going to be disrespected. Disrespecting other people around me is disrespecting me. And if there's more men who actually step into this paradigm of their elderhood, which is their masculine father figure, then you will understand this is the point of being the protector. You are not a beta. Why are you out here beating on people who are smaller than you? Why are you out here picking on people who know who the fuck they are? Why are you still scared of expressing yourself, bro? Like, come on now. You still out here living in this world that you fetishizing my forefathers, and half of them were pedophiles. Let's be real. Half of them were slave owners. Let's be real. Like, these weren't good people. They weren't bad humans, but they weren't good people. You understand? We're all humans and we can all redeem ourselves and get better. But at the time that you're living the life and the character that you are, you're not a good person. This happens. It's true. When you're being a shitty person, you're being a shitty person. There's no getting around that or trying to make it sound better for someone. Stop being crappy and you won't have to feel bad because somebody else felt bad. They put that into you and it's hard to extract it out. But here's where it starts. Here's where it starts, allowing yourself to see others. It sounds superficial. Give yourself a spa day. I don't care who I'm speaking to, man, woman, whatever. If you are the masculine energy and you feel that you are the protector, but you're out there taking advantage of the feminine, taking advantage of people who are smaller than you, taking advantage of the beta energy in the world, then you, my friend, are insecure and you're weak. And it is now time for you to stand on your own 2 feet and listen to what I'm speaking to you. Give yourself a spa day. That means take care of your nails, take care of your toes, clean your teeth, take care of your hair, clean your body, clean your room, clean your environment. Start taking care of the things that someone else provided to you. Start taking care of the body that God gave to you. Start taking care of your surroundings because this is how you start setting the foundation for your garden and your own fruit. If you're only sitting around digging up other people's garden and mad that you ain't getting nothing and you keep still and wonder why you can't reproduce nothing, guess what? You're no better than anyone who came here and stole this land from the Indians. Now stop playing this game about, oh, well, man, it's been hard for us and they ain't letting us win. The only way to win, baby, is to make money. And the only way to make money is to educate yourself. And the only way to educate yourself is to allow love in. Let yourself let go of all the crap that's attached to somebody else's need to feel loved through a misinterpretation of respect. Do you hear what that sentence is? You do not have to define yourself by what someone else deems as respect and power. If you do that, then you tell me instantly that you're a beta. You a punk ass bitch. Don't people forget, I'm a spiritual being, but I'm still from the streets. I let people know real quick, man, I ain't got the time and energy for that. What I'm here to do is love. What I'm here to do is teach people how to hold themselves up and know when they fall and falter that, yes, you can have yourself, you have others to rely on, but what's most importantly is that you have your conscious health. Having yourself is enough, but having your conscious health is way more important because when you're by yourself making emotional decisions, that's how you're going to get up and go make your life in your day. If you're sitting around making decisions on your environment, then you ain't ever living your life for you. You living your life for somebody else, and you're going to always be living your life for somebody else because you're not being a whole person. You're being a soldier. You're being a trinket. You're being a tool. Your tool or usage, whatever I want to say it. A weapon, a tool for somebody else's usage. I've said this before. Take back your divine energy. Be the father you're supposed to be. Be the parent you're supposed to be. Be the friend that you're supposed to be. Be the man to yourself. Be the masculine energy to yourself. Remember, masculine energy has no sex. It can be masculine women. All I'm saying is understanding that when you step into the role as the protector, because my goal on this earth is to teach protectors how to properly protect and stop finding ways to trick and trap and then mistreat. Okay? There's a lot of protectors who do that. Well, I got the money, I got the power, I got the size. So what? So you want something that's scared of you? That's not love, bro. That is not love. What's going to happen is they're going to freaking grow up and kill you. Whatever it is. May it be a tiger, Sigmund and Freud learned, or a human being. The Menendez twins, their parents learned. I'm not trying to be funny, but this is the truth. When you don't let the masculine energy be the natural protector the way it was meant to be, we start losing track of our destiny. We have to start making new tribal pacts. We have to start making new things that brings us into our induction of a manhood and our masculinehood, because I want everyone to know both masculine energy reside in you. But I want people to remember, when someone says, I'm a man, I ain't gay, all this stuff, like I see it on TikTok and stuff, and I laugh and I see it when they got the girlfriends like doing like, are you gay, honey? No, I'm not gay, I'm not gay. I mean, so what if you were? You're still with her. Clearly, nothing's going to change unless you decide to go out and live that life. But what I don't like is when people try to use my life or being gay as like this little tool of like laughter, like, oh, you're gay, duh, what the fuck, what you want to do? You know what I mean? Because all you're going to get is more generation like me. All I know is I grew up in Chicago with gay people who got guns, weapons, knives, they thugging up, they thugging out. And I'm telling you right now, if you keep creating more distorted masculine energy, then all that energy is going to do is learn how to protect itself against you, and then going to come up and start taking you over, fighting you, beating you up, taking your shit. And then you're going to have what? What's the purpose of that? You understand what I'm trying to say? We have to start learning how to, again, reapply what masculine energy is, what masculinity is. Deep voice ain't masculinity, but it's part of testosterone that's attached to the masculine biological body. But you can have a deep voice as a woman. So what's that mean? Absolutely nothing. That was the point I was trying to prove. Masculine energy is simply energy. It has nothing to do with anything else. And when you decide that you understand who you are in this world and how you're going to keep helping it evolve, and if you say, you know what, I can't help but love and protect and I just want to hold them, baby, you a nurturer. But if you say, you know what, why you holding and protecting, I got to protect all this around you because I see the generations coming and I got to make sure that I know that you're protecting them and nourishing them and that I'm protecting you while you nourish them. Do you understand how that works, masculine? Do you understand what your job is now? Stop sitting out here fighting with women. Stop sitting out here fighting with the feminine. It ain't gonna get you nowhere, except looking like an insecure bro who looks silly as fuck, who can't step up. Best analogy is Future and Sierra Man. I forgot his name, I'm sorry. But he's a good guy though. Because the thing is like he stepped in and took over where he had to. That man ain't ever talked back, spoke up, rustled something, I don't know. But you know what I mean? He ain't ever talked crap back too much. He's just like, whatever, I'm just gonna keep having my wife. We're going to keep building our life, and there you go. And then Future out here talking about drugs and rapping and this and that, and he's still looking like he alone sad. Because guess what? Eventually, your boys grow up, and they all want the same thing that everybody else in this world want. A loving home and foundation to come home to feel safe and secure so they can fucking go into their elderhood normal. Okay? This is the whole point. The more you stay out in these streets and keep making it hard for everybody else to eat and live, you're going to keep making it harder for yourself. The more you keep building and giving back, then you will realize that everyone can have universal emotional health and wealth, because we're now learning how to protect the crop, which we were always meant to do. Mother Gaia is a consciousness. The earth is a consciousness. Every single human being is a masculine energy that is a farmer. We were sent here to cultivate Mother Gaia and to help us assert to the next level. Not sit here and fight over imaginary territory and lines that somebody carved up and made up because they got the most fake money that we say is real. Remember, money is energy. Paper money ain't real. We all freaking on digital and credit and everything else. So please don't play that game no more. This is a lot of topics I threw into one moment, but I want you to remember, if you are the seed, all you have to do is be still. Do not keep reacting to every little hedonistic distraction that comes around you. Because if you keep doing that, my friend, all you're going to do is end up in somebody else's garden, work, whatever. Because you're telling yourself that you're not worth your own work and you're not worth your own cultivation, and that means you're not worth your own growth. Find love so you stop hurting loves. I'm serious. Stop hurting people. All right, that's all I got to say. That was a long one, but hey, I want the point to be clear and concise. Love yourself first, and you ain't got to fuck with nobody else. I love you guys. Have a great one as always. Check me out on all my social media platforms. Besos. Mwah.